Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 Power Rangers weapons. We won't focus on battleizers or power-ups this time around, and beware of minor spoilers ahead.
Quantum Defender, Blaster Mode!
Number 20, White DRAGO Sword, Power Rangers Dino Thunder. When Trent became possessed by the White Dino Gem, he gained untapped power as the White Ranger and a handy new tool. What looks like an enormous quill is actually the White DRAGO Sword.
White DRAGO Sword. Laser arrows.
Not only is it a devastating blade in combat, but it can also conjure a flurry of laser arrows that explode on impact, as the other Rangers learned the hard way. The quill-like design fits well with Trent's artistic ambitions, and it also helped him capture one of the Rangers' swords.
Stegazord, you are under my command.
Thankfully, it wasn't always used against the Rangers. When Trent joined the team, it gave the squad's Z-Rex blaster a much-needed upgrade to blast away any evildoer in their path. Number 19, Sonic Finn, Power Rangers Ninja Storm. On her first day as the Blue Wind Ranger, Tori was given a unique weapon unlike anything we've seen before, the Sonic Fin.
Ready for a workout? And one, and two, and spin, and work those abs, work it, and down.
Modeled after a dolphin's tail, the Sonic Fin is a megaphone that can harm, immobilize, or even control its target with sonic waves. It is also one of the three main components in the Wind Ranger's Storm Striker. With the Sonic Fin in front, the Striker fires an energy bubble that consumes its target before disintegrating them for good. Or at least until it's Megazord time. A megaphone weapon sounds unconventional, but that's what helped the Sonic Fin stand out in the best way.
Sonic Fin!
Number 18, RPM Enforcer, Power Rangers RPM. The RPM Rangers have two powerhouse cannons in their arsenal. Rangers Red, Blue, and Yellow combine their weapons to form the Road Blaster. Meanwhile, Green and Black's weapons form the Turbo Plasma Launcher. Either cannon is durable on its own, but when they're both brought together, they form the ultimate weapon against the machines, the RPM Enforcer. Fueled by the Ranger's engine cells, this almighty cannon fires the Yellow Ranger's weapon as a speedy projectile. The blast differs based on the engine cell used. As a testament to its mightiness, it effortlessly demolished 3 attack bots in one episode alone. The tremendous feat is all due to a couple of very powerful weapons.
You'll never know the truth! We'll see about that.
Number 17, VORTEX Blaster, Power Rangers Time Force. When it comes to heavy-duty firearms, you won't find anything bigger than the Time Force Rangers' vector weapons. These bazookas are so massive that each Ranger can only support them with both hands. But if we're being honest, they've got more than enough power to justify the bulk. That power only grows when the vector weapons combine into the humongous VORTEX Blaster.
Energizing! Fire!
It's a cannon so big that it takes all 5 Rangers to even try to hold it up. When the Rangers stumble every time they try to fire the weapon, you know you've got something. It definitely may be a chore to handle, but seeing this massive bazooka blowing away criminal scum makes it all worth it.
We're locked! Fire!
Number 16, Spiral Saber, Power Rangers in Space. What's cooler than a Red Ranger having a sword? How about a sword that doubles as a drill?
Spiral Saber!
Whenever Andros holds his trusty Spiral Saber, he gets an extra leg up in melee combat. The saber enables him to perform devastating slash and screw drill attacks. If needed, it can help him break through the most formidable barriers. When Andros really needs to finish the job, he can combine the saber with his Astro Blaster to blast his enemies to oblivion. Undeniably, the most notable thing about the weapon is its role in the season finale. It had enough power to shatter Zordon's energy tube and free the universe from the United Alliance of Evil. Number 15, Titanium Laser / Titanium Axe, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. With Ryan being the series' very first US exclusive Ranger, they needed to create a weapon that was just as unique and awesome as he was. They definitely succeeded when they gave him the Titanium Laser.
But now it's over, Ryan.
It's over for you.
In its first mode, it is a deadly and sleek rifle that packs an enormous punch. But it gets even more awesome when Ryan converts the laser into a sturdy battle axe. Not only is it fierce for combat, but it can deflect against even the Ranger's strongest weapons.
I warned you. What?
With this powerful, stylish, and durable weapon, Ryan truly was a force to be reckoned with. Plus, come on, an axe that can turn into a gun? How cool is that? Number 14, Rescue Bird, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue. It's a bird. It's a plane! No, it's one of the Lightspeed Rangers' best weapons, the Rescue Bird. This so-called avian is actually an assemble of the Rangers' rescue weapons, and each carries their own distinct and useful functions. But along with the Rescue Bird, they can be reconfigured into the Unilaser.
Ready!
Aim! And fire!
This all-powerful cannon can take out nearly anything in its way. While it works best when handled by all 5 Rangers, any one Ranger could handle it on their own. That fact was perfectly demonstrated by Carter in one of the most mind-blowing scenes in the whole franchise.
You scared us.
Yeah, I scared myself pretty good too.
Number 13, Quantum Defender, Power Rangers Time Force. The Quantum Defender is Eric's personal sidearm with 2 built-in battle modes. In the default blaster mode, it is well armed with extraordinary firepower, strong enough to take out anything.
Give me a break. Jen, who is that Ranger?
I have no idea.
You'd have to be brave or utterly reckless to get in its path. In Blade mode, it converts to a mighty sword with an even stronger slash attack to finish off his enemies. While Eric prefers to use the sidearm himself, he's not above letting others borrow it. That's especially if they need the amazing firepower to save the fate of the future. And it's not every season that a weapon gets extra attention during a Ranger crossover.
Catch!
Number 12, Lunar Q, Power Rangers Wild Force. Despite being a fish out of water in modern times, it turns out that Merrick is an ace pool player. A lot of that is thanks to his reliable weapon, the Lunar Q.
It's time to get the crystals back.
This handy tool comes in 3 different forms for 3 styles of combat. In Saber mode, it cuts through foes with a devastating full moon slash. Sniper mode allows Merrick to blast away his opponents. Finally, in Break mode, Merrick summons an energy pool table and obliterates his enemies in one devastating break shot.
Lunar break!
With 3 powerful modes and one of the most unique concepts for a weapon, the Lunar Q is guaranteed to send any orc spinning into the corner pocket. Number 11, Power Blaster, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Mutants, assemble Power Blaster!
Oh yeah? We have a Power Blaster too!
Of course we had to make room for the OG weapon combination somewhere. The Mighty Morphin Rangers could bring their power weapons together into the ultimate crossbow, the Power Blaster. With all 5 Rangers holding it up, the blaster could vaporize any foe in its crosshairs with its devastating beam. Every so often, especially against Lord Zed's stronger monsters, the Power Blaster wasn't enough to finish off a foe, but it still caused a heavy amount of damage.
Billy, fix the signal blocker.
Right. It's not over yet, Rangers!
Halfway through Season 2, the OG weapon was sadly retired in favor of the even stronger Power Cannon. Despite this, the Power Blaster still holds a special place in fans' hearts for introducing the finisher weapon to the franchise. Number 10, RHINO Morpher, aka Rhino Blade, Power Rangers Jungle Fury.
Rhino Blade!
The Morpher is the most important tool a Power Ranger can carry. But what if it could double as a weapon? What starts as a low-key wooden bracelet quickly transforms into a large gauntlet blade-like Morpher, the RHINO Morpher. Manufactured by RJ, not only is it helpful when Dominic rangers up, but it's also his best asset in combat.
RHINO Blade! Super Slash!
It comes equipped with claws that can unleash a barrage of laser missiles. Additionally, it has a large blade as sharp as a rhino's horn that can deal a mighty slash attack. The Morpher can also combine with the other Rangers' claw boosters for a power boost to cut evil down to size.
Tiger and Rhino combined! Hey! How did you know that would work? I didn't know until now!
Number 9. Golden Power Staff, Power Rangers Zeo.
Alright! It's time for a gold rush!
The Golden Power Staff is the personal weapon of the Gold Ranger, mainly because it grants him access to all Ranger powers. In addition to being a lightning-fast, blunt weapon, it can also fire energy beams to bring a real gold rush against the Machine Empire. The staff can also call on the power of the Pyramidas Carrier Zord.
I call upon the power of Pyramidas!
Also, if absolutely necessary, it can transfer the Gold Ranger powers to someone worthy of wielding them. Unfortunately, the powers aren't fully compatible with humans, and could end up draining their life force. Only those from the planet Triforia are truly meant to harness the Power Staff and the Golden Force within.
My staff! Now I can do some good!
Number 8. Shield of Triumph, Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
Triassic power! Engage!
Only a Ranger fully in tune with their Dino energy can command the powers of the Shield of Triumph and morph into the Triassic Ranger. In Triassic mode, Connor can bring his enemies to the Triassic dimension for a little one-on-one combat, where reality plays by his rules.
Triassic Shield! Saber mode! Engage! Ja!
Additionally, the Shield has an extendable blade, adding extra offense to its defense. Most importantly, the Shield is the key to controlling the Mezzodon Rover Zord and its Zord configurations. In the early episodes, the only way to activate Triassic mode was if the others contributed a bit of their powers to the Shield. That symbolized how much Connor was trusted with this weapon. Number 7. MAGNA Sword, aka MAGNA Blaster, Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
I've waited a long time for this day.
Quasar Sabers are weapons which grant the Galaxy Rangers their powers. They can deliver powerful attacks in tune with their Ranger's element. However, as awesome as they are, they're still just swords. The Magna Defender's Blade, on the other hand, can be so much more. This sword is a deadly weapon when mixed with the Defender's swordsmanship. When sheathed, it becomes an unstoppable blaster with a devastating blast. The sword/blaster served Magna Defender well, even if it wasn't always used for good.
You gotta stop! There are innocent people over there! Get up!
When the original warrior sacrificed himself, he passed it down to Mike Corbett. The human warrior honored his predecessor by wielding the weapon well.
My weapon is now yours.
Number 6. Power Axe, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Even though we already talked about the Power Blaster, there's one component from it we really want to showcase: the Power Axe.
That'll change your minds, Gotan!
Described as, quote, lightning quick and hard as diamond, the Black Ranger's signature weapon delivers a devastating slice in melee combat. Additionally, it can be converted into a heavy-duty cannon when Zack or Adam needed some extra firepower. While the other power weapons were used less and less after Season 2, the Power Axe made many returns long after it was retired.
Power Axe! More phenomenal!
It always served Zack and Adam well whenever they got back in the fight. Plus, as we said, an axe that can turn into a gun is all kinds of awesome. Number 5. Fire Smasher, Power Rangers Samurai, and Power Rangers Super Samurai.
We can do this together. Ha! Fire Smasher!
Using their specific power discs, the Samurai Rangers can transform their spin swords into their own personal weapons. Jaiden's weapon of choice is the Fire Smasher, an enormous Zanbato sword that can slice through anything, including Nylox. But it has another trick up its sleeve. It can convert into a powerful cannon mode. Powered by the auxiliary discs, it fires the 5 core power discs at an enemy, blowing right through them.
I wanted a blast, but not like this!
A special double disc allows Jaiden to wield twin Fire Smashers that add an extra cutting edge in the war against the Nylox. Number 4. Mystic Morphers, Power Rangers Mystic Force.
I hope you find these more to your generation's liking.
Cell phones. Very cool.
Mystic Force offered a unique take on mixing magic and technology, be it a genie lamp that doubles as a laser rifle or a spellcasting cell phone. The Mystic Morphers were originally magic wands that could help the Rangers transform. But to be more discreet, the wands were transfigured into cell phone morphers.
Master Source! Mystic Force!
The Rangers just had to dial in spell codes to morph, turn into their Zords, activate special weapons and power-ups, and more.
New spell code.
Way to go, Xander!
New spell codes were unlocked as the Rangers performed heroic deeds and grew in wisdom. With weapons this powerful, it's no wonder they needed to be reminded not to be too reliant on magic. Number 3. SABER, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Extend your hand, White Ranger, and accept all that has been granted to you.
When Tommy returned as the White Ranger, his new gear included a new partner, an enchanted talking sword named SABER. While he and Tommy had a rocky start, they became an unstoppable duo in no time.
I'll take care of him.
Attaboy, Saba.
In addition to his swiftness and sentience, SABER can also fly and shoot lasers from his eyes. Best of all, he could help control the White Tiger Zord.
Oh, that was most impressive.
Sadly, SABER couldn't do much after the Tiger Zord was destroyed, but he was still there whenever Tommy needed him.
I don't get more serious than this, Dad. Bullseye, yes!
Even after SABER was left obsolete with the White Ranger powers gone, we'd always welcome a return. Number 2. RIC, aka Robotic Interactive Canine, Power Rangers SPD.
Hey, you don't look like you're doing too well, my friend.
RIC is a robotic dog with dozens of handy gadgets in case of an emergency. While his technology was a bit out of date, he still had the loyalty of an actual dog. So rather than be recycled, he got an upgrade.
Did you see that coming?
RIC 2.0 comes equipped with incredibly useful features for fighters. One update allows him to morph into the K9 Cannon, a large blaster with enough firepower to contain any criminal in range.
K9 Cannon!
Fire!
Later, RIC got a second upgrade that allowed him to become part of the Red Ranger's Battleizer armor. It just goes to show that man's best friend can be a Ranger's best arsenal. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Dragon Dagger, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
What is he doing?
He's calling to the Dragon Zord with his flute.
Tommy always seemed to get the coolest gear, and this was one of his earliest, the Dragon Dagger. While handy in melee combat and able to fire energy blasts, its main functionality was to serve as a flute that could be used to summon and control the mighty Dragon Zord.
Oh, man!
It can also be used to add a little extra protection to Tommy's shield, and double as a projectile. However, Tommy and the other Rangers always need it to keep it safe. Anyone who gets hold of the dagger can control the Dragon Sword, whether good or evil. Sadly, after the Green Ranger powers were drained for good, the original dagger disappeared as well. But with mechanics like the Master Morpher, the weapon can always make a return.
Hey, Guitardo! Check out this tune!
What was your favorite tool in the Rangers' arsenal? Let us know in the comments.
More phenomenal! Yeah!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.